Welcome to the mess. We're at the very end of the harvesting season. Everything's been done. We just finished doing all of our sunflower seeds, onion seeds, all of that's done. Now I need to get everything cleaned up because the next thing we're going to be doing is redoing my mushrooms. This undercarriage was real brittle plastic. It broke, and but we had some growing in there. But what I want to do, my wife doesn't really like the paracels as much as I do. These were collected wild. She wants me to plant regular white bud mushrooms. So what we're going to be doing is I went and got 2 of these little mushroom kits, and I'm going to be revamping this entire thing using these small boxes. These are 20-liter boxes, so they're going to get filled about 2/3 of the way up with material, and then I'm going to mix in a half a box of each of those into these 4 boxes. What we've done so far, I got this out of the trash. It's one of those rolly things where, it's for like hanging clothes and stuff in it. It's like a little mobile closet. And what I've done is I went and took black garbage bags and just covered the sides and the back. Then in the front, I added a piece of clear plastic. And when I first get them started and I want no light, over that is another set of just black leaf bags. So I just cut and did all the leaf bags, put it on. Then I folded the front back. Oh, fun trying to do this with one hand. So it goes back like that. What this does is it helps holds the moisture in, but allows some sunlight to get through once I get mushrooms growing. However, I am taking that, due to the original design, was to be using these pots like this, sitting in here. I'm redoing all of that. I can't have these things leaking and breaking, and it's not worth the effort. So I got 4 of these. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, one over here, 4. Up here, this is all my seeding stuff, my heating mat and so on for doing my seed starts in the spring. So that's going to stay right there. All right, we're here in our storage unit. This is where we cold hang all of our stuff in the winter. Now what I've got down here, this is apple. This is oak and hickory pellets, and this is for cold smoking, but it's a fine birch. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do these 3 mixes into here, and I'm just going to fill this bucket up with a third, whatever. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split that into 2 buckets evenly. Then I'm going to add in, this is like for rabbits and hamsters and so on. It's the fine stuff. I checked, this is a type of birch, so it's good. And then I got some chopped up hay. And I'm going to mix this 50-50 into these 2 buckets. Remember, each of these buckets was half full of that pellet and cold smoker dust. And then I'm going to take and put another 25%, fill it up with the wood chips. And then I'm going to do an equal amount wood chips to hay in there as well. Let me get that done. So remember, the hay is going to hold the most air by volume. So you got to calculate, you know, you can't look at just the percent. You have to literally push this down a little bit to make sure you're getting a good mix. There is no specific mix for this in ratios. This is just a by the eye type thing. And now I'm going to fill these buckets half full of water and let them soak. I've made a small hole here so I could watch my water level, because I want to evenly, so I'm using my sprayer and spraying it down. I'll let this soak for an hour, and then I'll come back and check my water level. I want to get all those pellets totally hydrated so that they separate. And there we go. You see the water there. So now I'll let this sit. Then I'll come back in an hour after it's hydrated and mix it all together. Once I have this stuff in, I fill it about 2/3 full. Then I take a half a box of the mushroom kit, break it into sections, move it, and then cover the rest of it with some more of my mulch. This now will go in and will set for about 3 weeks in the dark. And in between that, I will, you know, make sure that it stays moist. I've got a you got one of these. We'll just keep it moist and come back in about 3 weeks, hopefully, and see what's going on. Once they're in place, I just pull down my covers. This puts them back in the dark to be able to start growing. And there you go. Now let's see if we can grow ourselves some mushrooms on a continual basis. All right, it's been about 3 weeks. And there we go. We have mushrooms are growing. We've got little ones coming up down there. Those little white spots, those are all little mushrooms. And so now, after I've done several harvests, if I don't see any more coming up, I can split some of this, put new material in, because that means that they've eaten all the material. They have no more food, and restart the cycle again. You big mushroom. All right, so that's how I went about getting my mushrooms started for home growing.